Do you have rats in your house? Rats in your ceiling, rats in your kitchen, in your wardrobe, anywhere? Have you ever seen rats inside your house? Don't be shy, because rat is everywhere. Rat is in big houses, small houses, cities, village, infant. Rat is almost everywhere. Rat is like the uninvited guest that you don't invite and then you realize that it's in your house. That is rat. So don't be shy if you have rats in your house. But the problem here is that rat is carrying something that is dangerous to every human being's health. Something that you don't see, something that you don't smell, something that it looks like it doesn't exist, but it exists. And at the end of the day, that thing that rat is carrying is very dangerous to our health. Do you remember in 2019 where coronavirus came? This time around, it is Hantavirus. And so I'm going to teach you about Hantavirus. I'm going to teach you how you can get it. And I'm going to teach you simple ways that you can prevent yourself from getting into contact with it. I've always told you that when you watch your kakalika and watch your entertainment, make sure you come back here and come and learn something that's going to keep you away from the hospital. And listen to me, make sure you share this video to that family member, that your loved one. Make sure you share this video to that your WhatsApp group, and make sure every single human being gets to know about this hantavirus, because it is very new and we need to raise awareness before it starts destroying us. What is this hantavirus that we are talking about? Hantavirus is just a normal virus that is being carried by rats and mice that live among us. Now somebody is going to ask that if this virus is being carried by mice, why is it that the mice or the rats don't fall sick and die and then the virus will die with it? The problem here is that virus lives inside rats and mouse, and those rats and mouse are able to survive without getting sick. So there is nothing that shows that this mice is sick. There is nothing. It doesn't affect or it doesn't cause disease in them. But at the end of the day, when you human being get contact with that rat, you are going to get that disease. There is something that doctors call species immunity. There are some diseases that affect animals, and then those diseases don't affect human being. There are some diseases that affect human being that don't affect animals. So there are some diseases that affect animals and they don't affect human being. That is what we call species immunity, is by nature. So that is exactly what is happening with this hantavirus. The rats carry the virus but they don't fall sick. But when you human being get in contact with those rats, you're going to get a disease. Now, some of you are already asking that, how do I get into contact with this virus if the virus stays inside mouse? Now, this is what happened. The virus gets into the saliva, the urine, and then the droppings from rats. So a cleaner in your house, or you yourself cleaning your house, when rats shit on the floor, under your fridge, under your bed, under your cabinet, and you try to sweep that place with a broom, what is going to happen is that the particles or the virus is inside the urine, is inside the droplets, those black droplets that comes from rats. When you sweep it, it gets disturbed. So when you sweep it with a broom, it gets disturbed, and then it sprays into the air, into the atmosphere, and you don't see it. And at the end of the day, you get to inhale it. It is just like at times when you wake up in the morning and then sun rays come out from your window, you realize that you can see dust particles inside your room, but when you stand at a particular angle, you don't see those same dust particles. That is the same thing that happens. It is that same dust particle that come out from the feces of the rat. So you realize that they've dried up. So you realize that when you go to that area and then you sweep that place with a broom, that is when the dust particle is going to come out, and then you tend to inhale it into your nose, and then you get a virus. Another way that somebody can get it is coming into direct contact with the feces or the urine of the rat. So you touch it and then you put it on your face. So when you touch it and you put it on your face, you can easily inhale it from your hand. Just sweeping your house or trying to clean your house can lead you to getting this virus. And those of us that leave our foods uncovered, those of us that leave our foods unsealed, we can also come into contact with this virus. Why? Because when your foods are not covered, when you leave your food overnight, rat comes, walk over your food, urinate on your food, use their mouth to touch your food, their saliva is going to touch it, you come back and then you eat the same food. At the end of the day, you are also going to get that virus from it. Now, there is this African myth, there is this point that we always say that because of the sun in our area, we don't get diseases. Listen to me very carefully. It has been discovered that rats in Africa are able to carry these same species, or are able to carry this same virus. So if you are in Africa, doesn't mean that you can't get this virus. You can also contract this virus. It is called hantavirus. So you are going to ask, if I get this virus, how do I know that I have this virus? And it is similar to if you get malaria. So a lot of people think they have malaria. Meanwhile, it is the virus that gets infected. Now listen, when you get a virus, you start seeing things like fever. One, you start getting things like body aches, you start having headaches, and you start feeling tired. It is the same things that malaria shows. So a lot of people mistake it for malaria. You go to the chemist and then you take medicines, you drink, and you think it's going to go. Nope, it is never going to go. If you wait for 4 to 10 days, after 4 to 10 days, you start realizing that you are having serious problems. And this is what is going to happen. You start realizing that you are having heaviness on your chest, because this is what the virus causes. When the virus enters into your lungs, or when it passes through your nose, the next destination is inside your lungs, where you breathe from, where air passes and enter your body. And that is very, very, very vital to every human being. Now what happens is that when that virus tends to enter your lungs, it's going to cause what we call fluid accumulation inside your lungs. So you realize that there is pressure, or there is a lot of pressure on your chest. You realize that you can't breathe, and you find it very, very difficult to breathe. At times you breathe and then you realize that the breathing that you are breathing is not enough. It's because fluid has accumulated inside your air spaces, and that is very, very dangerous. That can easily take you to your early grave. So listen to me very carefully. If you are somebody who have been close to rats, if you are somebody who have come into contact with rat droplets, rat urine, rat foods, and then you start seeing these changes, first thing, go to the hospital. Please don't go to the chemist for any medication. Go to the hospital, let them get it tested, get diagnosed, and give you something very early before we get to the worst stage, which is going to be fluid inside your lung, which can carry you to your early grave. I hope you really, really heard me, because that part is so, so important to me. Even though this virus is very deadly, there is definitely going to be a way that we are going to solve it. Now, before we go on, let me tell you something. When coronavirus came in 2019, they told us that coronavirus was 1% mortality. This hantavirus is 40% mortality. So it means that it can kill human being 40 times more than coronavirus can do. That is a very, very important news, and that shows how dangerous this thing is. Now listen, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this to create an awareness inside your head for you to know how serious this thing is. There is a saying that we mostly say in Africa, that things that you don't know will not kill you. But let me tell you something. Things that you don't know will kill you. Even the Bible says that out of ignorance, my people are perishing. If you get to have knowledge about this thing, that is when you tend to know that, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, this is what I'm not supposed to do. That is the reason why I need you to share this video to your family. That is the reason why I need you to share this video to that your WhatsApp group, that your church group. This is an important sermon that needs to be preached, that needs to be spread across the world, so that we can all create awareness and know exactly what we are supposed to do. Now I'm going to tell you what exactly you are supposed to do to stay on the safer side. And number one is for you to wet the floor before you start sweeping. If you want to sweep your house, if you want to sweep areas that you know very well that there are going to be rat droplets in those areas, wet the floor with water. Or you can use water that you mix with a little or small amount of bleach, then you spray it on the floor. What you are doing is that when you spray that thing on the floor, when you sweep, it doesn't become a dust to spray inside the air. So automatically you have killed the danger before exposing yourself to it. Wet the floor with water, and then you sweep, collect, and dispose of it. That is one best way you can deal with this virus. Number two is when you are about to sweep those areas, make sure that you have covered your nose. Make sure you have covered your hands with gloves. If you don't have gloves, you can use just polythene rubber, black rubber. Just make sure that you create a barrier between your hands and those dust particles. Just make sure that you create a barrier between what? Your hands and those phases particles, so that at the end of the day, you are going to be on the safer side. And the next thing you are supposed to do is that as soon as you are done, please wash your hands. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water, under running water. Don't fetch water inside bowl and wash your hand inside. That thing that people have been doing doesn't make any sense. You have dust on your hand, you have disease on your hand, you are washing the disease inside the same bowl that you are rinsing your hand inside. So what is the essence? What are you trying to do? At the end of the day, the thing that you're putting inside the water is still going to tally back on your hand. So why are you washing your hand? You are wasting your time. Make sure you wash your hand under running water with soap. Don't just use water to wash. I know you people, that's why I'm saying it. Don't just use water to wash your hand. Wash your hand with soap and water. Very, very important. The next thing that I need you to do is to make sure that you cover all your food that you cook in your house. Don't leave any food uncovered. If you have foods that are not yet uncooked in your storeroom, make sure that you close every single hole that is going to attract rats into your house. Seal all those holes with mortar, with concrete, with steel. Seal them with something that is not going to give the rat an opportunity to chew and enter back. The last thing that you can do is to make your house unattractive for rats. How do you do that? It is very simple. Rats tend to love a place that they can get something to eat and survive, right? So if you make your house a place that is unattractive for rats, you are going to keep all your foods very sealed. You are not going to leave leftover foods. There is not going to be anything for them to eat. There is one thing that people say, that when you see somebody who has become slim, or you realize somebody is struggling, they will say you look like a church rat. It is because when you go to a church, there is nothing there for a rat there to eat. So those rats are suffering. That is why I've never even seen a rat in a church before, because there is nothing there for them to eat. That is the exact way you are supposed to design your house. Make your house uncomfortable for rats to live in. Listen to me very carefully. We are not going to sit here and pretend that we don't see rats in our house. I see rats in my house, you see rats in your house. But at the end of the day, we are supposed to do things that are going to protect us. We don't invite rats to come to our house. You just be there and there's rats in your house. You don't even know where they come from, but they are there. Yes. But at the end of the day, we have to protect ourselves. And there are small measures that you can put in place to protect yourself. Wet the floor before you sweep there. Cover your hands. Make sure you glove up, equip yourself very well. Wash your hands, seal your food. Make sure you cover all the holes, and then make your house unattractive for them. And at the end of the day, they are going to leave you alone and leave you comfortable. That myth that disease doesn't kill African, disease Mawuna Moibo, is a lie. If you come in contact with that virus, it will deal with you. And if you start seeing signs like fever, you start seeing signs like body ache, you start feeling signs like being tired, at the end of the day that you have come into contact with rats, my dear, please don't treat that one in your house. Oh, don't treat that one in your house. Make sure you go to the hospital. My name is Mr. Madugu. I tell you every single day, and I'll keep telling you. This is the only place that we are going to teach you something that is going to keep you away from the hospital. And so make sure you also help somebody by sharing this video to them. Don't watch it and keep it to yourself. Help somebody. Let's create awareness. Let's create a healthy community. Let's make sure that we all live a better life that is going to keep us away from the hospital. That is the reason why this channel is here, and that is the reason why every single day we keep teaching you something new, something important, something that will keep your health stable and give you a better life. God bless you for sharing this video to someone. Stay healthy and stay safe. Peace.